Hey guys, I'm Tim with Original Strength, and this week I wanted to talk to you about the corkscrew shoulder mobility warm-up movement. I first saw this, I think it was in Pavel's Resilient DVD back in like 2006. I also saw Anthony DeLugio do this movement in a kettlebell video for firefighters. Anyway, the corkscrew for the shoulder was it's almost like you're walking like an Egyptian kind of deal, where you're corkscrewing your shoulders through internal and external rotation. And that is, well, it just feels good, but it is needed. Like, our shoulders are designed to move in all kinds of wonderful different ways. It's like a ball and socket joint that can go anywhere and everywhere. And if we don't take advantage of where it can go, we'll lose where it can go. So, internal and external rotation is a really good idea it's a good idea to move through that regularly to make sure that we keep it. Because what happens is a lot of us get stuck in internal rotation and we have no external rotation, and then that can lead to a whole bunch of issues. It can affect our hips, it can affect our knees, it can affect our outlook. Anyway, it's good to move your joints where they're actually designed to move if you want to keep your joints healthy. So this is a great movement. And again, you can internally rotate the hips with it as you rotate the shoulder. So one shoulder goes in, the other shoulder goes out. So internal rotation, external rotation. And so that hip, if you're using the hip, it's going through internal while this one goes through external, which is kind of cool. And all that's great. But I'm going to show you the way I like to do it. Because the way I like to do it, it's just different for the sake of being different. No, it feels good. So, because it feels good, feel good. So, I have not had any coffee yet, but I am thinking about having coffee. So, what we're going to do is we're going to rotate. So, I'm going to rotate to my left while I externally rotate my left arm and internally rotate my right. And then I'm going to look right with my eyes and head and rotate right. So, right now, I'm leading this with my eyes and head, and my torso is following my eyes and head, and my hips are following. So you can see my hip is coming around following. And that's one way to do it, and that feels great. It feels good. Another way to do it is to lead with the legs. So I'm going to push the leg into the ground, and I'm going to let that rotate my body as I rotate my shoulders. So I'm driving my pelvis to rotate my body. And this also feels good. And what happens is when we add this rotation, there's this brake stop where the torso stops and the shoulders that are rotating, they hit a brake stop on this side and this side, and it just they feel alive. It feels good. It feels good. So this is my version. And again, you can lead from the eyes and the head and let the hips follow. This feels good. Or you can lead from the hips. And this feels good too. Anyway, give that a shot. I know I said a lot of stuff that probably should have just went straight to the way I like to do it. But give your shoulder some internal and external rotation love, especially external rotation love. It's good for you, feels good, and it helps you maintain good balance in nature. All right, I'm Tim with Original Strength, and we'll see you next time.
To learn more, consider attending an Original Strength certification. Visit originalstrength.net for more information.